Good morning, my YouTube family. Got the coffee pot started. It has definitely been a time, and it seems that I'm going to enjoy what seems to be the last day of having beautiful sunshine and a warm weather outside today, because starting tomorrow it looks like we may have solid rain for an entire week. Not looking forward to this, and I know many others, they've already been going through it and they're not looking forward to it either. Our weather, I don't know even know what to say about it. By now here in Mississippi, we are literally, we're reaching warm temps by now, and everything should be flourishing, and instead we have up and down roller coasters, and this is bothering me. I believe it's stunting a lot of my plants, and I'm highly concerned. I have literally stood in my yard with my hands out saying, Lord, help us, because I'm not sure what's going to happen from right now. We had a delivery. Finally, it's been delayed twice, but we finally had a delivery of our packaged honeybees. We anticipatively been waiting for, anticipating, however you say that word today. I just cannot seem to get my words out. But we have been anxiously waiting for these bees, and they finally arrived, and it's another one concerned about. We're hoping for the best. I will know this evening, and I will be videoing that scene as well. I am currently trying to keep them motivated by spraying sugar water on them until James gets home from work this evening. So, and then we get them in our hive. On top of the fact that we have another swarm, which would make us swarm number 6 in the last month and a half. So we have another one to go get this evening, and we're going to see how that one goes. In the meantime, everybody else outside the thriving of all the bees that we have, one is questionable, but the rest of them are doing quite well. So they're being established as we speak. I have done some clearing out on the land, and I'm going to take you out there with me and spend the morning and afternoon with me out there in the sunshine, actually, while we can. And I'm going to show you what I've been working on this week, and why I'm actually working on it, why I decided to expand this homestead. I found highly useful benefits to growing more, and I'm excited to do this. It is a lot of hard work. I'm having to work with hubby on some of these ideas, but I'm looking to expand, and in a large way. I want to become bigger than where we've been, because I am seeing the benefits of doing that, and I'll explain all that to you out there. But I'm gonna take you waiting for this coffee to brew. And once this coffee brews, we're going outside and we're getting out of this house, because I am so ready to be out of here. I'm fixing to be cooped up for a week, and I've been trying to enjoy outside as much as possible. I'm a person that loves the outdoors, y'all, so being indoors drives me crazy. So we're going to wait on this coffee, and then we're going outside. In the meantime, I'm going to show you our package that came in today that I had to go pick up at the post office, because everybody is terrified of them, bless their hearts. So this is our package of honeybees. We have 2 containers, this one here and this one here. These are what they call packages. However, the activity, bless their hearts, there's a lot that I'm highly concerned. There's a lot at the bottom. I'm hoping it's not more than an inch, to be honest with you. We've had this problem last year when we ordered our bees, and these are our honeybees, and I am not comfortable with this at all. And if this be the case, I will not be ordering. For me, I would prefer not to order anymore. Before I make my evaluation, though, on this completely, I'm going to wait till hubby comes home this evening when we go to put these in our hive. And I will see actually how this goes. So we will find out. So I'm going to get my coffee and I will be right back with you. This is better, so much better. So where we're at right now, I am going to take you around to the garden and show you the progress of all the plants that we've been growing indoors. The concerns that I'm having right now, maybe it's just too early, and some of the places where I've been expanding at, and give you an update on the homestead of what's been going on top of weed eating and monitoring our beehives. And it's just been a lot of work to do right now, and one that I'm highly grateful for. So I'm gonna sip this coffee right quick. And let's take you around the homestead. Okay, so this is the tomato house. The ones that I said, all the tomatoes, tomatillas. Now these are growing amazing, actually. Quite impressed by these growth. I've now had to string these up. About the second to third clipping. I've got my lettuce growing in here, which I have been picking this all along. That's where my fresh produce, basically my salads, my Mediterranean salads and stuff are coming from. I've got them coming down both sides here. There's our cilantro, and I've got a couple patches of this, but here's the rest of our tomatoes. They're doing quite well, and I'm just praying that they continue to do so, because this weather changing, it's gotten me completely worried, honestly, right now. Some of these tomatoes were starting to get blooms. These are the younger ones. I do have some smaller ones that are in the back coming up, so I guess they're kind of staggered a little bit, which I'm okay with. And then look at the blooms on these tomatillas. This is amazing, absolutely amazing. So, and I'm really hoping these honeybees are actually coming by and pollinating this. So this is the tomato house. Then over here we've got those bunching onions that we grew from indoors, and our salad bed, which again I have been picking off of this, and I am so grateful. This is one of the areas I have decided I definitely want more of. I definitely need more of, and this is one of the areas I'm expanding on. So now I'm going to go over to the pepper house, which is right beside it. We're going to this one. Now this one is the one that has me majorly concerned. There is my poor eggplant. And I only have 2 of these. This weather has gone cool to warm, cool to warm, and it's stunted. I'm thinking not only stunted but confused all of my plants. Here is the beets coming up, and these are peppers. Some of these are already putting on fruit, as you can see right there. I am not seriously happy about this. The whole entire pepper house is like this, and it's got me so concerned that I'm hoping that we still end up with good crops, to the point I am literally praying right now. So they're all quite small. This one here, that's our banana peppers, and look at that, it's already got peppers on it, and it's only so big. So that's our artichokes. The basil, I end up having another small tomato, and then 2 small peppers replacements that I put in here as well. And then we have our beans, our bush beans over here. Our turnips and kale we have growing over here as well. I planted some yellow squash and zucchini seeds, and I've got 1 zucchini out of all of this, so I'm really hoping for more. I'm getting frustrated to no end, trying not to, but I am getting frustrated the anise hyssop, which I have been picking already, and I have been dehydrating them for tea because I plan on having some tea this summer and winter. Our spinach, which I may end up having to do this again. Those radishes that we were picking from, I ended up getting 5 harvest pickings out of them, and I just recently, and they're coming up already as you can see, but I recently replanted in this bed for another stock. I'll take you over there to the popcorn and all now. So here's the popcorn that we planted. It's coming up nicely, and I'm actually very, very grateful for this. I'm hoping to see something out of it. We've never raised popcorn before, and it's in a raised bed, so I'm really curious to how this is going to work out. But I'll never know unless I try. So I've been picking from the kale that's back here, and making supper out of it. And then, hang on, let me get past this pole. Over here we have fresh dill. I am so anxious for it. Now, I'm not using this for pickles, y'all. I'm actually using this for dishes. So I am growing an abundance of this, and once these are done, I am going to replant. I'm looking at a lot of regrowth, restock, and continue to keep on with growing as much as I can throughout the seasons. Over here along this back side is all our cucumbers. They're coming in. We go through a lot of cucumbers. I may start looking into some English cucumbers as well, because we go through that a lot more because they're basically seedless. So I'm going to be looking into seeing if I can find some of those as well. And then I have some straggling kale here that we've been picking from, the Swiss chard that I've been picking from. And I'm going to take you over to, well, oh, here's this one too. That's an entire batch of kale that I've been picking from, and we've been eating with fresh salads or even just greens. So I'm going to take you to the extending part that I've been working on this week and clearing out, and explain what's going to happen with that section. So this was a chicken coop right here. And we are now going to turn this into the pheasant house when the baby pheasants get old enough. This is plenty big for them. It's got a high loft on it for them. I mean, just an all-around great coop for the pheasants. But my husband now wants to take and extend this. So I ended up clearing this side of our land up because I was looking actually into growing more. Well, he informs me now that he's wanting to extend this pheasant house even further, which is going to take it right into here. So for right now, I am going to use this area anyways. So what I'm doing is using these pots for now. And I have in each of these 3 replanted some more lettuce seeds. I'll explain what this kick about lettuce is with me, and how I'm actually doing a whole lot more planting with even other vegetables that we have. I have these grow pots that I'm fixing to refill and reuse because I am going to be growing out of these also. I've got plenty more that I'm going to be doing, filling and planting seeds. I'm also going to be using, as soon as I can, get this filled up and fill this up for planting as well. And I'm going to be moving this thing somewhere where it's going to be staying put, because just like those other ones, this is the biggest swimming pool that I have. So this one will be able to provide a whole lot more vegetables as a bedding for me. Over here, I've got some of our greens still coming up that James had planted. We also have our pole beans coming up in this mess along this fence line here. I had planted some beet seeds because I found some more use for these beets, and I can even can them and use them for hummus and other dishes. So I am watching now for our beans. Some of them are coming up okay. Over here we've got them growing. It's just basically down this line. We have, I believe they're mustard greens and or collards, and then our beans that we planted too. So this is basically where we're at right now. Oh, that's interesting. So here is a pea that came in my husband's little stock over here. Let me see if we can show this to you. Look here. There's peas on this thing. Almost like field peas though. So and this one will get pulled up. They're almost drying out already, which is wild. But yeah, these are field peas. So anyways, this is where we're at currently, and I am actually getting ready to explain more of what my rational thinking is around here, what's going on, and what plans I have for our future on this homestead. I've even got all this property right here to work with. So I started evaluating this ground and thinking, what more can I do? And I'll explain why. All right, so the reason I'm actually looking to extend this property basically is because whenever I go to the grocery store, around here at least, my fresh produce selections are very slim. The prices are just way too high. And when I think about what I grow from my garden, the flavor that's coming from this, and I've been able to eat it and taste it, is so, so much better. As I said, I am getting more into the Mediterranean style, which, let me just explain what Mediterranean is. It ain't nothing but fresh. It's staying away, just like the low carb, we stay away from the processed foods, and we just eat more fresh foods, more fresh vegetables, plant-based, lean meats. This is all Mediterranean. Is good fats, which is avocado oil or lots of olive oil. That's all Mediterranean is. And now I have been learning with me, I am going back to the low carb section for me, while I reset, because I have to learn how to use my carbs properly. It's embarrassing to say, but I honestly really don't know how to, oh Lord, how do I explain this? Eat my carbs the right way. I mean, this is crazy, but I have to learn a whole new life from what I've ever known. And I have been putting on some weight, which I believe that's water weight. It was gonna come, it was gonna happen anyways. But I'm gonna do a reset till I can learn how to properly do things, and because I do not want to be that person again. I need to have the energy and all to run this farm, and my mindset is the more I do for myself, the better off I am. And I actually enjoy this. I actually enjoy coming out here with my basket and my snips and just picking what I need for my supper for that day, or the herbs or the tea, and going in and fixing my cup. So I am looking at expanding because, one, I love the freshness of it all. Two, the cost of everything. And three, it's peaceful to me. It's mindful. It's a peace of mind. It's security, and it's what I'd rather have. Now, the weather conditions, honestly, I have no control over that. That's the one thing I can say. I can pull a weed and I can water the garden and fertilize and do what I have to on this, but when it comes to the weather, I have absolutely no control over. So at that point, I feel vulnerable. But is this still worth it? Absolutely. Does it mean I may have to purchase vegetables? Yeah. I do in the wintertime anyways, but I am very picky and choosy of where I go. But in the long run of it, to be able to grow as fresh as I possibly can right now, that's my goal. So I wanted to take you along on the updates on things because I've been keeping you on the up and up. You've been with me from the beginning of planting the seeds this year to where we are now, where they're in the ground, and actually we have growth. And to the point is, I've been picking. Now, I'm not sure what exactly you all like the best from this kitchen of ours on this homestead, whether it be the low carb, whether it be Mediterranean, or whether you like both. Please leave comments for me and let me know which you prefer so that I know what you're looking for too, because I actually can do both of these. This is what I do, and honestly I could just continue to make my videos and make them just what I do. I'm doing both Mediterranean and low carb, and I could keep it that way. But it helps that if I know what you would like to know as well, what you're interested in, or if you're interested in learning how to grow certain things, or how to be able to start a homestead if you're interested in it, or even just start a garden. um, I'm hoping that the things that we go through and our ups and downs don't deteriorate or deter you away from the fact that growing your own is still best and it always will be. The flavors are so much different, I can guarantee you. Oh, and talk about flavors, y'all. I don't know what goes through my head sometimes. So that field pea that we picked and I showed you earlier, curiosity got the best of me and I tried it. The most bitter thing I ever put in my mouth. That's a no-go. So field peas are no, no, no. But I am looking to expand this place some more. I want more options to grow. I want more vegetables. I'm going to be even looking into buying more seeds for a variety of vegetables because we have just the basics. I want more. I want to expand more. I want to use more. I want to be able to come out here with my snips, my basket, fill it up, go to the kitchen, and prepare my meal for that day. That is my goal, and this is for an entire season. Also, on top of this is preserving and freezing and canning. So to be able to do that, I have to have enough for canning, freezing, and fresh daily. So this is what I'm doing. And currently, like I said, I am going to be doing another video this evening, well, later this afternoon actually, as we take our bees package that came in and we put them in their hives. We'll show how we do that. We do have another swarm to go get, so we're about done with these swarms. Honestly, making this hive number 6 plus the 2 that just came in today, that leaves us 8 hives. When we started out this winter, we only had 2 and we lost both of them. However, we have been blessed 3-4 times over on the replacements of the losses that we have, so I cannot complain. We just got to deal with the best of what we have. Those little ones that we purchased had a hard trip and they were delayed twice on us, so I'm hoping for the best out of all of this, and we will find more out as we deal with them this evening. So one of the little girls actually came and seen you all up here. That was kind of cool. So currently that's where we are on the homestead. So I'm gonna be doing some more work around here today, expanding and filling up some pots, going through my seeds, and I am literally going to be planting some more. It's in the first week of May. I actually have a long growing season, so some of my seeds are still safe. They're outdoor planting seeds, are safe to put in my containers and keep going. Some of these I can keep producing succession planting with them, so I plan on doing that. So that's where we're at right now. And I hope you enjoyed this. I will be getting to, as soon as I can get caught up from catching swarms and doing everything else that we're doing, where I can get back in the kitchen again and be able to create more meals with you. It's been hectic here lately since I've been last videoing, so, and that happens sometimes. So thank you for bearing with me on those times where we actually get busy on the homestead and I'm not able to make videos at the moment. So I love you all dearly. Until next time, I got to get back to work because this is my last sunny day and I have seeds to plant. So we love you dearly. I will be making another video up later this evening. And until then, much love to each and every one of you from Parton's Heritage Homestead.